kept the one shop. Kept the one shop in the Gorbals. Until after I got married, and that was, when was the war broke out? It was after the war. After the war, I don't remember what happened. All I know that in between then, that my brother passed away, and that finished my mother off. She didn't want to even to come into the shop anymore. All she wanted to do was stay home and do gardening and work the land, because she felt she was nearer to him if she dug the ground. Anyway, that's all she wanted to do. And then after that we met and we got married in what year was it? 1945. We got married in 1945.
You must have had Hazel right after that.
Hazel was born 1946.
Yeah, so
50 months later.
yep.
And I said that I don't want to stay in Britain. I couldn't stand the weather. I'd like to go back to South Africa.
You liked South Africa when you first moved there.
I did, very much. But why did we go back? We went back because my eldest brother Morris was at university.
Which, Cape Town University?
No, Glasgow University.
Oh, yeah.
He was studying medicine.
Oh, is that why you went back?
Yeah, because my mother missed him a lot, and she felt she wanted to be with him. He didn't come to South Africa. He was never in South Africa.
And I want to know something. Why your name is Golden and Zaida's name is Gold?
That's right.
Why do you call yourself Gould then? Why didn't you just call yourself Gold?
Tell him the story why you call yourself Gould.
There was a lot of anti-Semitism.
It has nothing to do with anti-Semitism.
Yes.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It wasn't the reason. The reason was that all through the army career, they, instead of putting gold, they put down gold. So I said, well, seeing you've been called Gould for the last 6 years, we're 6 years in the army, let's change our name and call ourselves Gould. Finish the class. That was the reason, not for anything else. Nothing to do with anti-Semitism.
A lot to do.
Harry, it had nothing to do.
You don't know half of it.
It had nothing to do with anti-Semitism.
We'll let him tell why. We'll let him tell.
Let him tell some lies. That was the reason that I know. I don't know about anything else.
You don't know.
I'm not asking for the half of that. I want to know the reason why you were called Gould right through the army. Yeah. Well, why don't you tell him the story, the half of it?
There was a lot of anti-Semitism in the British Army. And I had to stick it out.
Well, the only one. Plenty of Jews boys in the army. So,
Did you ever call the anti-Semitic name?
Yes. There was this Scottish sergeant. We went in as privates. And he got promoted to sergeant. And he called me a Juno's bastard one night.
so you give him a hiding.
I gave him a bloody good hiding.
So, you haven't told him the story how you were put in a glass house or something.
Yes.
Yes.
I was
What?
put in the glass house. That's the British military prison.
Now you've got more than you bargained for. You've not finished. You'll need to write a book now.
And what was the prison like?
Nobody should go through that.
Harry is asking you a question. What was the prison like? Not asking what
It was hell.
It doesn't explain what the prison was like. What was in it? What was...
Every day you had to swab out your cell with a mop and a pail of dirty water. And it's not the water would come and kick over the pail of water and you'd have
The
to
bucket.
mop up again.
The bucket, you don't know what a pail is.
I know the pailers.
You know what a pail
Yep.
is?
You kick over the bucket and you have to go over it again. And then we were given extra drill at the devil. You had to run round and round and round the barracks with your full equipment on, and whether or not you would drop, but you had to get up and keep on running. You had to do all these commands at the devil.
Mhm. Okay.
And all the dirty jobs that were going, you would get. Like the dishes in the army, those huge big dishes with fat, big
Yeah.
greasy lumps of fat. And you're going to get cold water to clean up the pans. And you have big lumps of grease under there.
Yeah, it's interesting. You want to tell me about moving to Johannesburg?
What do you mean by moving to Johannesburg?
Or where you went, the house you stayed in, or... Well, actually,
There's nothing really to it.
not much. Well, how about, do you know much about your grandparents?
Well, we actually don't know very much. My grandparents, a little bit I can remember when we first went to Pakistan. I met the grandparents. I think so. I didn't see much of them. I just know that my mother's parents died 4 days within each other. I remember my mother pulling the hair out of her head when she had that. She was going mad. I think they had a little business, and you know who can tell you more about our family is Tuvia Golden, because he knew the grandparents well.
Okay, I'm going to take a break now. I'll get back to you in a minute. You can just think
Okay.
about what you want to say. Okay, go ahead.
What did you want to know? Once we finish off, it's so disjointed.
Okay, well, you want to tell me about... You don't know much about your grandparents?
All I know that they had a little business in
Where?
Tel Aviv, I think, or
Oh, they lived in
somewhere.
Israel, your grandparents?
Sometimes they went to Germany. I don't know which was the one in Germany. But they were in Israel, I think both of them. As a matter of fact, they're buried in Israel.
Oh, where... Have you been
They're
to their
all-
grave?
Huh?
Have you-
Yes, years ago I've been, but I'd like to go again.
Where
Been
is...
ago, in Tel Aviv. I've got an idea where it is, but I haven't been for years. I was taken there with Rafael Golden. Tuvia's wife took me there, pointed out that,
Mhm.
you know. Don't even remember what year they died. Don't remember.
Okay,
I know that yours was it. No, it was my father's family lost, I think, a couple of brothers drowned. Fishing boat.
What was your mom's maiden name?
One?
Your
My
mom's...
mother's maid, fine.
Fine?
What's her first name? What was it? Malka.
Malka?
Kaya Malka. Malka. She was Millie Golden. She was known as Millie Golden.
Uh-huh. And Zaida. What was your mother's maiden name?
Himmelman.
Himmelman. Alright.
What's her first name? Rose.
Rose. Rose.
Do you know any other maiden names, like your grandparents' maiden name? Yes.
We actually called after the different ones. Hinda Bella was Hazel's called after. Was called after. Hazel Barbara called her. And Rochelle was called after the other granny. Rochelle. Rochelle. I don't know what. She was called after the other granny, and then Zivi was called after the grandfather. Zvia. Zev Leib. Zev Leib. That they called her. That I called her Zivia.
Whose grandfather?
And that's Noyes. It's one of our grandfathers.
One of them.
This one was Zev Leib. And Judith was called after my father. Yes, you could help. Judith was called after my father. Judith Hertz. What was his name? Isaac Hertz. Yeah. Only that's as far as I can remember.
Why was my mom named Shula, the middle name?
Because there was a very good friend of ours called Elmans. He was very fond of us.
What was her first name? Shula?
No, Shula was the second name. Rochelle was called after my granny. I think on my father's side. That's right. My father's side. And Shula was just the name of a very good friend.
What happened to her?
She died. They actually came from London. The Elmans.
Talk about your life in South Africa, the 1950s and 60s.
1948 we got to South Africa on the Carnarvon Castle. Travelled from the Shula's house, the Elman's house. We stayed over there and then we went to the docks and they took what was the name of Carnarvon Castle to
And coming over, there was a murder on the boat.
go on. You want to talk about the murder? I don't remember the murder.
There was a man and a woman on the boat coming over, and he killed her, and he shoved her through the porthole.
Fanny, what's that got to do with the life story? That's what I like to know. Don't know what to do.
And we couldn't get a little on deck at that.
Talking rubbish. Talking such rubbish. Really? You can't talk to him, talk nonsense. He wants to know such things. You're not asking whether you wanted the kettle or you didn't want the kettle. Any other rubbish you can come out with? Gareth, I think you've got enough. This man's going off his stage. Come on, let's go.
You don't want to talk about living in Kensington?
Kensington? You mean when we lived in South Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got into South Africa, there was a letter waiting for us on board from my sister. She went to South Africa first, and she had just got married a month before we arrived.
This is Annie.
And, yeah, Anne.
Oh, it's Anne.
And Mesh. You see that she's got digs for us in a house in Kensington, because we had intentions of going to stay with my auntie in Doffentine.
Which aunt was this?
Aunt Raddy, my mother's older sister.
What was her last name?